Hello everyone, and welcome back. The new blocking system in Battle for Azeroth came out a little less than a week ago. Now this new system is amazing and very strong, which means that prot paladins and prot warriors are going to have a really good time with this blocking system. So let's just get into it, right? The new blocking system is now going to scale with the block value of your shield. So now every shield is going to come with primary stats, stamina, secondary stats, armor, and block value. And that block value is going to matter a lot. Now, for those of you interested in all of my numbers, I do have a spreadsheet for block value that can help you determine your mitigation percentage of a shield that you want to get for Battle for Azeroth. And this spreadsheet is going to scale from 1 to 12,000 block value. So now let's just go over how does blocking work. So blocking numbers are going to start being very similar to what Legion numbers were. But after that, it is going to start scaling, and it is also going to hit diminishing returns so that things don't get too out of hand too quickly. So if we just start at level 120 with a normal 5-man dungeon shield, your regular blocks are actually going to be mitigating 33% damage. So that is very similar to Legion numbers. Legion was 30% damage mitigated for a regular block and 60% for a critical block. And here we are going to start at 33% reduction. Now, once you slowly start climbing up through the ranks and get a mythic 0 shield, that shield is now going to be mitigating 38% of the damage that it's going to be blocking. And once you even continue the grind even further and complete the first raid in heroic difficulty, the heroic Old Deer shield is going to be mitigating 42.5% of incoming damage. So as you can see, the scaling for this block system is going to make blocking very strong, and shield upgrades are going to be very important for the two classes that use them for tanking. So this is going to just make blocking that much stronger than it was in Legion. But the good news with this is that we are subject to diminishing returns, so it is unlikely we're going to see a big nerf to this blocking system, because while a mythic Old Deer shield has 5,000 block value and provides 45% damage mitigation, in order for you to hit 60% damage mitigation via a block, which is a 15% increase, you would need to increase your block value by another 5,000. You would need to double that block value. So regular blocks will most likely be within 40 to 70% depending on which raid we are in the expansion. And what this really means is that this puts shielded tanks in a very strong position for Mythic Plus and some raid bosses. And the reason I say some raid bosses is because it depends on the design. For a large majority of the Old Deer raid bosses that we see right now, all of their abilities are magic based. So what this really means is that shield wearing tanks are going to have very smooth damage taken for auto attacks and in between spells, and from Mythic Pluses where we see a lot more trash with physical heavy damage. Now, if you are a prot warrior out there, crit blocking is very broken at the moment, and I fully expect a nerf. Right now, critical blocking is just 2 times the mitigation percentage of a regular block. So critical blocking is not subject to diminishing returns at the moment. That means if you get your hands on a mythic Old Deer shield, which mitigates 45% of damage, your critical blocks are going to mitigate 90% of damage. I fully expect this to be fixed and actually nerfed a little bit. And the way that I can see critical blocking working is by actually doubling our block value that our shield gives us. This will make critical blocking subject to diminishing returns, so that instead of mitigating 90% of damage, with those diminishing returns, we'll be mitigating 61% of damage with a critical block. Again, there is a link to the spreadsheet down below. As that blocking system changes, including critical blocking, I will keep you guys up to date, but the spreadsheet link down below does have locked cells so that the reference material doesn't get changed. But if you guys want to go in there and change any of the numbers you guys want or the formula or anything, the password for that spreadsheet is Befuddled. So if you are playing the beta and you see a shield in the journal that you want to get your hands on and want to check how much it's going to be mitigating, you can go ahead and input your block value here in the spreadsheet. And let me know if you guys have any additional questions on blocking. Since I have been doing a lot of work with this, the formula is not the prettiest formula either, so let me know if you guys have any questions. Also, if you like my content and like what I do, go ahead and visit my Patreon down below. I also stream on Twitch and on YouTube twice a week on Wednesdays and Fridays. So if you have any questions, feel more than free to stop by. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, good luck tanking out there.